You are now listening to Between Us Girls, the podcast, where we discuss life's fuckeries and then some over wine.
This is Andrea.
And Sharonda.
And this is
Between Us Girls.
You'll get the real, raw, and uncorked conversations here. You need to forgive me because I'm fucking pissed off.
And why are you so mad?
I'm mad because we had an interview set up with mengoingtheirownway.com.
We did.
And the men went their own way and decided not to come on the show because I don't think they know how to work electronics. And I'm fucking pissed off about it.
I think he opted not to.
He didn't
want to put his feet in the fire.
I don't know if he ever wanted to come on. But he should have talked to us first and just, got to know us a little bit because we weren't going to be rude to him. Like, we had resigned ourselves to the fact that we were actually going to be kind to him and listen to what he was saying.
Yeah, most of us did.
But at this point, it's fuck you. So, whatever.
Tell him why you mad.
That's how I feel about it. I feel like he's never going to listen to our show any fucking way. Because I talked to a guy earlier who was like, oh, that's a chick flick show. It's a man bashing show. And I said, okay, that's fine.
No, it's not. Like, first of all, that's a fail. We talk about everything.
Yeah.
And we don't male bash. Like, what are we, fucking 12? What are we, 17? We're not bitter and like 90. Like, are you serious? Come on, man.
But see, I think the problem is that he's actually bitter in like 62. So
Absolutely.
No,
that's why he couldn't figure out how to use Skype.
We've never actually used Skype before, so okay, whatever. Like,
yeah, we're gonna bash the shit out your ass now. Go
right,
ahead, Michelle. Tell them how you really feel.
I'm fucking pissed off.
It's not a problem.
I feel betrayed as fuck. Okay, like I feel like I spent my time, and Danielle spent a lot of time, and the people in our group spent time putting together a show for you, and you shit all over us.
And then from a business perspective, this is time that we have to pay for to set up and record and make provisions and do things to record these episodes. So the very least you could do is
show up, show the fuck
hold
up.
your word.
And I mean, granted,
be a man of your word. And
we did have a few technical issues, but I think they were more on his end. He said I sounded like I was from Mars, which, okay, sometimes I do sound like an alien, but it was only because he couldn't hear me, but he sounded like he was far away from his Google Voice number. So, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. We're not going to trip on it.
Yeah.
So
it's just fucked up and it's bad business and it doesn't look good. Like, it really doesn't. So
I'm very upset about it.
At the end of the day,
Okay, but for those of us,
it's your loss. Right.
It's your loss, okay? And this is my Valerie voice that I'm going to be using several times tonight because I'm so mad.
Are you going to sing tonight?
So mad.
Are you
oh my God. I don't even know if I can do Come and Be My Baby tonight because I'm so mad. David. Okay.
You need a Casio keyboard.
Okay. So you guys can always find us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes, Facebook, Between Us Girls, the podcast, Instagram, Between Us Girls Podcast, Twitter, @Girl Talking Wine. And
for those of you who would like to help out on the financial end and become Between Us Girls sponsors, in a sense, you can find us at www.patreon.com/betweenusgirls.com, and we would appreciate it.
I would totally send you money based off of that.
I'm really good at asking for money.
That was fantastic, Sharonda.
Thank you.
You're
Andrea.
welcome.
Thank you. I feel appreciated right now.
Thanks, Sharonda. So, Sharonda, what are we drinking?
I'm just, she can catch these hands though, as if that's what she want. I mean, you know, that's what she want.
I mean, I'm prepared to fight.
I am too. I'm saying.
I'm very, when it comes to my stuff, like, it could be a pair of shoes, it could be a dude.
You're territorial.
Yeah, I'm very possessive, and I'm like,
is that a Taurus thing, or is it just a?
I think it's a Taurian trait.
No, really? I don't think that's what it. Because I'm the same way. Like, bitch, I'll break your fucking face off if you so much as try it. Okay.
I feel like I don't necessarily have to use fisticuffs.
Break your face off.
Yeah, I mean that.
It would be more of a, you know how Superman has laser eyes? That's me. I'm like, why you looking at mommy?
I get
Why
it.
you looking at mommy?
I get it.
So anyway.
No, I mean I've actually been out with a boyfriend before, and I forgot the name of that damn Midtown Lounge. That's what it was. Second floor. We're at the bar, and this lady is just like, I fucking him. So I order a drink, and I strut my happy ass across that bar. And I sit down next to her, and I'm like, "What's up? What's going on?" So you looking at this guy over here, right here across the bar, the bald headed dude. You looking at him? Yeah, he's handsome. Yeah, you don't see him tickling me. So what's up? I mean, either you're trying to do a threesome, or you just don't give no fucks, and you about to get this situation handled right quick.
Smart. Was she cute?
She kind of really wasn't.
Okay,
but I mean, you know, sometimes not cute girls are into that, so you know, you got to find out.
True.
You're like, I realize that you're unattractive, so your standards are probably lower.
Pretty low.
Right.
So
you take
what you
can
pick
get.
up a couple in a bar and try to fuck them both.
Exactly. That's all I was trying to clarify.
Okay.
Because if that's the case, I would have let her down easy. And, we probably would have bought her some drinks or something and been on our way. But then, bitch, if you just go, I fucking while you see me sitting there and like we're kissing and hugging and stuff.
You're bold as fuck.
Yeah, and you about to catch this work. Like, that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so just real quick, though, what are we sipping on?
My bad. We just got off on that one. So.
You know she gonna cut it, but anyway.
Is she really? Damn.
Probably.
Because that's how y'all feel about me. It's all good, though.
Anyway. Wasn't me.
Yeah, okay. You're part of that. You're part of that.
I tried to do the cuts, Sharonda. Do you know I was told, no, only one of us needs to communicate with them.
Oh, wow.
So just go on ahead and tell us what we're drinking.
So I bought this wine. It's called Chateau Saint Michelle. And I bought it because it's got Michelle's name in it. And I thought the house on there, that's the chateau, that's listed on the bottle, I thought it was, very warm and inviting.
It's very chateau-ish.
Unlike me, right?
Yeah, exactly. Completely like you. It's so much like you. So the vintage on this is a 2015. And this is a Riesling, guys.
Oh, it's
Y'all
very
know
good.
I'm
It
anti.
is. I normally don't like Rieslings.
This one's good.
But this one is good.
Okay, let's wait till we get to that portion of the show.
Let's.
Okay. So, I'm just joking. So, the alcohol content on this one, y'all, is 12% even. So, I disappointed in that area, but I think I'm going to make up for it in flavor. So, we'll see and taste.
Okay, good.
It's a pretty bottle.
Well,
it's very sophisticated.
Yes. And it has my name on it, so that's cool.
True.
I know. It just like jumped out. I was like, oh my God, I have to buy this. So I did.
So I'm just going to let everyone know that due to the circumstances, we are going to press forward and we're still going to give you the best episode that we can give you.
You damn right.
Probably going to cut this out. But tonight we're going to talk about something I have been wondering for probably 2 years.
Okay. 2 years?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been wondering for a while. When I finally had the courage to ask the question, it was put on the back burner. I'm ready to talk about it now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to reveal that question in just a minute. It's something that I have to keep secret until the very, very last minute. The second topic is, should a man love a woman more than she loves him in order for a relationship to work? So, the topic that I want to discuss. Super serious. So intense.
So intense.
So intense.
Can your edges come back after they've been snatched?
Dun, dun, dun.
I would like to say no. And as evidence, I would like to present Miss Naomi Campbell.
Damn it.
Because this bitch, supermodel bitch, whom I love, like for real, I love her. I think she's fabulous. She can stomp the shit out of a runway. but she has no edges. And she has money. Like, I feel like you could go and buy some edges from a little girl in somewhere.
She could have got Bosley, just like
Yes.
Sharonda was saying a couple weeks ago, to take hair from her kitchen and place it in her edges.
Yes. That's just lazy.
I mean, but does she even really need or want edges? I mean,
Everybody
she
needs edges.
She's
I think you
fucking
need
Naomi
edges.
Campbell.
She's
Like,
gorgeous and beautiful, and her body is sick, but everybody needs edges.
I think
I would just not have edges because I got everything the fuck else.
But you,
I
at
gotta
that
look
point,
flawed for you extra.
But you don't have to
for you
worry
nothing
about that
bitches.
because your hair is beautiful and you'll
Luxurious.
always have edges because your
Luxurious.
hairline is like, I am always going to be just right here.
in the zone, in the edges zone.
Okay, so
I
can
think
we
she needs
get
edges.
off that. I just feel like she doesn't need to have edges because she has to seem human to be like, to make these regular bitches feel okay.
Okay.
Y'all remember when she threw her cell phone at her assistant?
Yes.
When she threw that cell
Like,
phone
I
at the
feel like she
assistant?
can do stuff like that, but you need edges to do that. Like, how can you talk about me, but bitch, you don't have any edges?
You just threw a fucking phone
She looks
at
like
me.
Fire Marshal Bill without her weave.
Okay, so, oh my gosh.
Are we
Oh
weave
my goodness.
shaming?
No.
Don't
I'm not,
don't weave
I'm not weave
don't weave
shaming.
shame the yak.
I am not weave shaming, but without weave, she looks like Fire Marshal Bill. You know, the
I'm not
patches,
about to
like
play
a
with
dog
you.
with mange.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Yes, that is funny.
Okay, but so how does one lose their edges in a verbal altercation? Where they're like, oh, such and such got her edges snatched.
Oh, honey,
like,
that's
how do you
a
lose your
read.
edges in that way? And so with that way of losing your edges, can those edges then grow back?
It depends on who the fuck snatched them.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna go with this scenario because Michelle is a moderately inactive Beyhive member, and you like it. I mean, I just came up with it. But for instance, when I think did Kerri HIlson or somebody come for Beyonce?
Yes.
See, the Beyhive snatched those edges never to be returned.
She has not come back from that.
Yeah,
Miss Kerri, babe.
she's now edgeless for the rest of her
She
life.
is.
She can go get 9 Somalian infants to donate her hair with that fresh laid baby placenta hair. And I'm telling you, that
There's
bitch,
no coming back
they
from that.
they will fall
She
off.
went after the wrong chick.
Wrong one.
Like, how do you do that when you are just coming out in your career, though?
Even still, you could be here for a while, but bitch, that's Beyonce.
You don't go after
don't fuck with
Beyonce.
them. You know them people is thrown off.
Beyonce can flip her whole braid, and it's like it's alive. Have you seen that video? I'm gonna have to pull it up.
Her braid is alive.
It looks like it's alive. I mean,
How?
it's like
But
a whole
that's
part
why,
of the show.
see, to stop doing that shit. Okay, Beyonce, damn it, I love you, but stop doing that type of shit.
Doing what?
And here's why. A live braid, this is the reason why white people are afraid of you. And they think you're Illuminati because your hair is alive. Stop doing that shit.
Who cares?
I'm tired of going to the mattresses for her over shit like this.
You sleeping with people for Beyonce?
Have you not seen The Godfather?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Go to the mattresses.
I got it. I'm sorry. Got
I'm
the
fucking
reference.
sick of it. It's
Okay.
like, okay, when the Super Bowl, they were like, it's Illuminati. Did you see how she was looking and how she held her hand up? Shut the fuck up. It only makes it worse to have a ponytail that looks like it's a fucking person.
It
But
came
who gives a
alive,
fuck?
y'all.
Like, let her live. Like, man, listen, that's Beyonce. Let her live. If she want to have live braids, bitch, wake up. Go find you some live ass weave too. That's all I'm gonna say. I want my braid to be alive. What I got to do?
Come to the table.
I'm coming.
That's what Sharonda
I
is.
on
think
my way.
my hair is alive.
You have fabulous hair, too.
She really does.
Man, I don't said that natural yucca ponytail. To my, I got fabulous hair.
Yucky.
Her
It's
hair
yak,
over there
bitch.
Y'all,
shining.
I am surrounded by fabulous hair.
My hair is up under a net cap as usual.
But I know what it looks
because
like in its natural, luxurious
Yeah.
state.
It's luxuriousness.
I'm tired, man. I don't just.
Why you
feel
think
like-
I'm running around looking like I'm 7, bitch? Are you serious? I have a black.
For real.
I got a fucking black rubber band that your mama used to use on your hair at the end of my shit. Like, don't play with me.
It
talking
it is,
about
and
you
it's like
tired.
that two-strand twist.
I'm telling you.
Just right to the end. Okay.
Be
All right.
rough.
So the second topic is a little bit more serious.
Super serious face on.
Super serious. Okay, so we're going to talk about whether or not a man should love a woman more than a woman loves a man.
Okay.
What were you going to sing?
When a man loves a woman.
When a man loves a woman, it can't keep his mind on nothing else. Okay, I'm done. All right, so what do you guys think? You think that's a valid thing, or
I think
don't
it's
even
valid.
think it's really just about the love. I think it's about the effort, because I feel like men like to work really hard for a woman that they want. Because
Do
if
they
you
like to work really hard?
I feel like if you give it to them too easily, they're like,
Yep.
Okay, that I agree with. I feel like they like the chase, but I don't know that they necessarily want to work hard for it.
I mean,
What
in a
is
sense
chasing?
that I'm sorry.
In the sense
Veronica,
that you're
go
not like just handing it over to them, but I feel like if you play around with them too much, they're like, fuck it.
No, I'm not saying you should
Not
play
play
around
games,
a bunch,
yeah.
but don't just be like, here's everything, and this is the password to my phone, and this is the password to my pussy right here. So this is all you have to do. I think.
What would the password to your pussy be?
And my pussy don't have no password that I can tell on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Sharonda,
What's that?
what would your password to your pussy be?
Oh, you can ask Omar. He knows.
Right.
Snap.
So since you're the only person who's allowed to say what the password to their pussy would be, just go ahead and tell it.
Cabernet.
Cabernet. It rolls off the tongue.
You just have to whisper Cabernet,
In a certain way, though.
whisper it into the folds,
Cabernet.
into the.
It would have
folds
like
of her
reverb.
vagina.
It would have reverb on it.
Cabernet.
That sounds like Dory from yeah.
Did I sound just like Ellen?
You did a little bit like when she's calling the whale.
I
Oh,
don't.
God.
I don't. I went to sleep on Finding Dory,
Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
and I don't remember what she sounded like when she was calling a whale.
I digress. But back to
The actual topic.
yes.
Okay, so Ryan, our friend Ryan, she always says that her grandma used to say that you should always marry a man who loves you more than you love him.
That's I've been told that too.
Yeah. I feel like if you love a man more than he loves you, you open yourself up to some terrible, horrible, no good, very bad situations.
Like what?
Like-
I mean, damn, you're like, this is the awful terrible. Remember in The Help when they were like, the
Yes,
awful
yes.
terrible, the whole book, they're like, the awful terrible. And we're like, God damn, what was it? Please tell it.
I just feel like if you are giving your all to a man and he's not at least reciprocating the same amount of love that you are giving, you're giving him too much power.
But you don't feel like it's the same if a man loves a woman more? They're not giving us too much power?
Listen. I don't know. I don't like the way that sounds. I've always been told that as well. Like, get with somebody who loves you more than you love them. But I'm just gonna live the rest of my life in this mediocre ass love. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I understand the concept behind it. I just don't necessarily agree with it, because if I'm really gonna get with somebody and want to try to build something and spend the rest of my life with this person, like, why would I go for somebody I'm just kind of, or I just know he loves me like to 80%, but I love him to like 20. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? You know what I mean? And I'm feeling like kind of doing a disservice to myself. Like, I should be able to
Find somebody,
somebody that I just really I love him as much as he loves me. And to me, that's going to make you both work as hard and blah, blah, blah to, move forward, to do things, to accomplish things together. I don't know. I just don't. I get the concept. And again, yes, I was taught that, but I don't abide by it. I don't think it's right. I think it's weird.
I honestly, that's why I said I don't think it's about the love necessarily so much as it's about how much effort that person is willing to put forth for your relationship. If you're doing all the work, of course, you're going to feel like you love the other person more. Well, I'm doing this for you, or I'm doing that for you. And, you know, I'm basically putting myself out there and you're not doing anything. So it's going to feel like you love that person more. I don't think either party should love more. I think all efforts should be reciprocated. But I do think, especially in the beginning, that a man should definitely put forth a little bit more effort. Because I don't think women should be like, okay, well, I'm super available and, you know, here I am for you. And
no, I agree with that 100%. Like putting in the effort, yeah. But when your grandparents and aunts and whatever tell you those things, they don't ever offer that disclaimer, one.
Yeah.
So, and two, I don't want to date anybody. I mean, I always look at shit from the perspective of I put the shoe on the other foot. Would I want to deal with somebody who I felt like I was doing the majority of the work to see? Like, no, I would not, because I would, again, the gift of goodbye, I would dismiss your ass and I would be done. So I'm not going, I guess I just kind of live by, like, I'm not going to do you like that because I would not want you to do me like that. Like, I don't want you to, you know, I wouldn't want to have to feel like I'm the one putting in all the work and all the communication and planning the dates and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like now what Michelle said, initially dating and in the beginning and stuff. Yeah, I do feel like it is the man's job to kind of pursue more than it is the woman's, but that's different. We're not even in fucking love. You know what I mean? We're just starting to date, or we're just now getting together. So yeah, you should be putting forth, you know, a tremendous effort to plan stuff, do things, whatever the case may be. But once you are at that state of like, oh, we're in love, like, bitch, I don't want you to love me. You know, I don't want to love you less than you love. Like, that's just weird. I don't know.
Right. I don't think it's okay either, because I feel like nobody should feel, man or woman, should feel like their partner loves them less. I think I don't like it. But I will say that I believe in the tradition of courtship.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm saying I feel like a man should put forth a little more effort, because I'm the type, I will sit down on a Sunday and watch 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Not one of those women went and was going courting after the guys. They were courting the females. That's what I think it should be.
Absolutely.
Pause. Okay, so what does
is that?
courting mean to y'all?
Well, in today's society, because men don't come calling like they did before. Like we have phones. Men don't have to show up at your house fully dressed down, and ask your parents or your guardian if they can come and sit with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm not calling you.
Okay.
I'm not calling you like that, because if you are interested in me and you're courting me, that's what I want to see. Now, I'll answer the phone for you. I will reciprocate that. But I'm not calling you up and going, hey, how you doing? Yeah. No, you need to call me if you want to talk to me.
Okay.
And this is only in the beginning. I'm not saying like this is something that has to happen forever, but I don't believe that women should court men in the beginning. And that's why I'm saying I think it's about that effort.
So courting is all about pursuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think also the getting to know phase. I just call that like the whole, to me, courting is dating. I mean, I don't know if that's a new thing, a new age term or old age. Like, because Michelle said, you know, they're not showing up at your house to ask your parents for whatever.
Ask for permission to court you.
True. And
yeah,
you go out with your older sister or something like that.
Yeah.
No, you go out for a fucking walk in your courtyard or sit in your sitting room with them.
But there's so many nuances to it nowadays where like you're talking or like what
all that shit is bullshit.
Yeah, all of that's bullshit to me. Because honestly, like when I first started dating Omar's ass, like I didn't want to tell him where I live, because that's not because it's him, but I'd never let people just know where I live when I date them. And he was like, give me your zip code or whatever, because I want to take you somewhere. It's our first date. I want to take you somewhere, you know, close to your house, blah, blah. I gave him downtown. He was like, no, give me your actual zip code. He's like, because I want to come pick you up, you know, from your house and take you and blah, blah, blah. I mean, he came
Omar
dressed all nice and shit and like, you know, had his little button down on and his little, you know, looking like work and shit. You know, not street clothes. I was like, look at you.
So it's pursuit plus intention.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're stating your intentions while you're, you know, courting, I think. You know, letting somebody know, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not saying it's with you, but, this is why I'm dating. I'm not dating just
to date.
I'm not a serial dater.
Uh-huh.
I'm here for a reason. So I
really think that's what's missing. Like, I hate to be old school like that, but I think that's what's missing. I think
why is that old school? I'm sorry, that's so off
because
topic,
we've already talked about feminism before. We've already talked about women's independence. That stuff did change those things.
You think so?
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, you can say it didn't, but it definitely did. Mm-hmm. Women's independence was like, okay, well, I see what I want. I'm going to go get it, and that's fine. And I think for a time, it was cute. Mm-hmm. But men don't feel like courting us anymore because they expect a woman to just like support them,
roll
and
over.
That is what I find disgusting when we see guys we know. They're like, well, why can't women call and why can't women do this and why don't you pay for the first date? First of all, because pay for the first date. You motherfucking asked me to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. Whoever asks for the first date should pay for it, and I don't believe that women should be asking men on the first date. You can show intention or interest. I don't think you need to ask. You shouldn't have to fucking ask.
Right.
And whoever's listening to this and don't like it, they can fucking fight me.
In her face. Outside Naya's house. Bitch. I agree with Michelle.
For once.
Most of
the time. Actually,
I always fucking agree with you.
And I am tired too, Lord Jesus.
Shut up. Don't even. I feel like you need a hug today.
I'm sleepy. You know what I'm saying? This was impromptu, but I think it was good. I think this was a pretty good discussion that we had about this topic. I think actually we'll have to get more in depth with it at some point because I think we've only kind of touched the surface. Yeah. I don't think we've really talked about it a lot. I think this is something that I'd like to talk about with Danielle. So
why?
Because
I'm just being an asshole today. No, honestly, I thought you were going to say what I was thinking. I would really like to have this conversation with a guy, possibly two, because I would like somebody who is kind of like maybe, I'm not going to say a millennial because I'm allergic to them, except for the one girl that we had on our show last week. But I'd like to have it kind of with like a millennial and kind of maybe with a old, not an old school, but just more of a traditional type
men
guy.
Going their own way had showed up like
we might be able to pull Charles back.
Okay. Yeah, no, but I definitely would
like to.
I'd like to hear a man's perspective, especially someone that's more of a traditional man that's maybe dating in today's society or today with social media and all the things that affect your everyday or day-to-day lives. Like, I'd really like to see what somebody's perspective is.
Okay, so let's try to do that. This is going to be part one of
just a setup
of should men love a woman more than she loves him. So, how did we like this wine?
This wine was really good, actually.
Y'all loved it. Say it.
I kind of did. Like I
Give
said
25.
earlier, I normally don't like Rieslings, but this was really good. It had a good flavor. It was nice and light.
Look at the wine expert over here. What?
It was nice and light and a little fruity. Maybe.
Absolutely. I agree 110%.
But I liked it.
This wine is sort of, it's a little bit fruity, but it sort of gives me like an early fall.
Oh,
like
seasons.
Like a
mid-morning wine,
like an early fall mid-morning wine, but I hear like that beat to that song "Spooky." That's what I kind of hear whenever I drink it.
Set it for us. Set it up. Let's hear it.
In the cool of the evening, when everything is getting kind of groovy.
Yeah, I could feel that.
I sipped as she was
singing. I'll call
singing.
you up and ask you if you like to go with me and see a movie.
I'm on a rocking chair now on the porch with this wine.
You know what I'm talking? You know what I feel
I'm with you in the moment right now.
I feel like I'm really vibing.
I'm sipping.
First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say all right. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
All right.
Yeah, that's my song. All right, so
my wine be getting these bitches together.
You see that? Yes.
Y'all already know she gonna cut that out anyway.
It doesn't matter because my wine snatches edges, never to be returned.
All right, so what's your oh, shit? So what's your number?
I'm gonna give this a 24. I really like this.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't get a chance to even make my comments, so can I do that now? Okay,
Go
great,
ahead.
thanks. I don't like Rieslings. Let me reiterate, I do not like Rieslings. I don't like them. They're sweet, they're whatever, but I had a special connection when I saw this bottle. Cue the sad music. Because it had Michelle's name on it, and I was like, this is destiny. I'm supposed to pick this wine today. And I did, and I really like it. I really do.
And it got me in my mood to sing my spooky.
You did a great job.
I'm going to give it, I'll actually go a 24 with this one.
All right. I liked it. I'm going to give it a 25.
What?
I had to take a point off because it's white.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I liked it. It made me sing. Like, that's one of the things. That's what makes me say, I like this. It was good or no, it was good.
Oh, she said it was good.
Amen, Jesus. It was good. Well, you guys, thanks for listening. This was, like we said, this is only part 1 of this episode because we really want to get more in depth into this.
Absolutely.
I'm excited because I think we've got a good idea here. I'm loving it. Please go to our website, betweenusgirlspodcast.com.
Please.
You know, if you do that, you can listen to all of our previous episodes. Sign up for our newsletter, which was totally dope last week. If you missed it,
Absolutely.
I am so sorry for you.
You're bad.
So if you do go to our betweenusgirls.com and sign up for our newsletter, you will have not only the picture and the details on the wine that we have selected for the wine of the month, but now I am actually going to pair whatever wine we choose for that month with a recipe. It could be, a dessert. It could be an appetizer, a full meal, whatever the case may be. So just, log in, check it out, subscribe, and you'll get that once a month from us.
Okay, awesome, Sharonda. And I really liked what you put in last time. So I'll go ahead and I'll add a link to the newsletter so you guys can click on it and you can see the chocolate mousse that she gave us.
And it's really good.
To go with the Wars Warrior. So that was from last month. And don't forget to head over to Facebook and join our Facebook group. I'm so sad because now I have to say bye again because Danielle is not here.
I know.
So,
bye.
Thank you for joining us on Between Us Girls. But don't keep it a secret. Listen and share with everyone you know. See you next week.